Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. Authorities have identified the pedestrian killed in Friday's crash in Onalaska. According to Onalaska police, 83-year-old Darlene Wozni was crossing Main Street at 11th Avenue when she was struck by a vehicle. Police say the driver, 39-year-old Megan Urch, was not impaired, but she was looking at her phone and failed to yield. Wozni was taken to the hospital where she later died. The incident remains under investigation, and the La Crosse County District Attorney's Office is reviewing the case for potential charges. Law enforcement responded to Plainview Elementary School after reports of a potential threat of violence at the 7th and 8th grade building surfaced on social media. According to authorities, officers from multiple agencies searched the building and screened all students and staff before entry yesterday. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension reports a recent spike in alleged threats against schools on Snapchat. Authorities urge students and parents to report any suspicious activity to local law enforcement immediately. Tropical storm Francine is moving inland after striking the Gulf Coast as a Category 2 hurricane last night. The storm weakened to a tropical storm as it reached New Orleans and now more than 300,000 Louisiana customers are without power. The director of the National Hurricane Center told CBS News many deaths happen after a hurricane has passed because of people going out into flooded areas, getting too close to live power lines, and unsafe use of generators. Louisiana's governor told everyone to watch out.
We are going to have a lot of people on the roadway that is necessary to put the vital infrastructure back in place so that you can go about your daily lives.
The remnants of Francine are spinning northward through Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas, with tornado threats as far east as Florida.
Well, on the other side of the Mississippi, we're looking at potential hot temperatures right now, and then maybe warmer temperatures as we get into tomorrow. So we'll maybe drop down a degree or so. But you're taking a look here. We have some hazy and gusty winds also associated with this, and they'll continue into tomorrow. This is a look from this morning, getting into that fog out in the distance. You can see it in the river valley. Slowly but surely, it starts to get out of the way, and you can see the smoke and haze out in the distance as well. As this continues on, we slowly but surely kind of brighten up the sky, but we're also seeing that the haze is still here and the fog is gone. We'll take a quick peek here as we go right into how this all looks for us now. And you're looking at the wildfires that are out there still, not as much as we saw earlier, but they seem to come and go on some of these graphics. Take a look at the smoke and haze. It'll get out of the way as we go right into tomorrow. We are looking at least by Friday, going into the afternoon hour, you're going to be seeing it starts to get out of the way and we finally get into some clearing skies. Yeah, that'll take a while though. A little rainfall was over in Iowa and portions of Minnesota where you can see some clouds and of course a little bit of clearing here. We have fair skies right now and I'll talk about this when I return, so please stick around.
All right, Art, we will stick around. Miss Wisconsin brought her crown and creativity to the Doll Family YMCA this morning. Mandy Janor joined the Wise Messy Bees daycare program, getting hands-on with arts and crafts. Crowned just 3 months ago, Janor is using her platform to champion adoption resources and advocacy. Her goal now is to attend law school and become a family attorney so she can help connect more children with loving homes.
So for me, being Miss Wisconsin right now is an opportunity for me to spread that message that there is a need to help these kids, to help them find their families, and also to give these kids a chance. I see adoption being the way to do that, and it's something I'm so proud I get to promote every single day as Miss Wisconsin.
Mandy will be back in La Crosse this Saturday to attend the Miss La Crosse Oktoberfest pageant. She'll then compete for Miss America in Orlando on January 5th. Daycare jitters, well, we've got you covered. Coming up, how to prep your little one and yourself for the big transition.
Ashley knows that some of our most important traditions and memories start around the dining table. From cozy breakfast nooks to formal dining areas, we have versatile options that fit any space, with styles ranging from mid-century modern to farmhouse or traditional, starting at just $499.99. Only at Ashley.
We know Wisconsin workers can get the job done.
But China has been taking our jobs.
For years, our government built America's infrastructure with Chinese iron and steel. I said that's gotta change.
Tammy Baldwin wrote the law to make sure American projects are made with American iron and steel. Now we're getting more work in Wisconsin. With Wisconsin workers.
Tammy Baldwin stood up to China and our government.
She got the job done.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving a big-time money on grilling out.
19-ounce Johnsonville brats, 2 for $9, or 12-ounce Bar-S hot dogs, just 99 cents each.
Hot prices on grilling.
Johnsonville brats, 2 for $9, Bar-S hot dogs, 99.
Ay caramba, hot prices on great products.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
Get ready for the holidays and save money during our fall sale at Interior Designs Holman. All of our carpets are on sale. You'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimates in your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished? There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Looking for a better night's sleep? Ashley Sleep offers mattresses for every level of comfort, from soft, cloud-like comfort to firm next-level support. We have affordable mattress options for everybody. Find your perfect match today, only at Ashley. Shop more deals in store and online.
Sending your baby to daycare for the first time is an emotional milestone for many parents. Don't get me started. It's often filled with anxiety and a touch of guilt. As Consumer Reports explains, there are some easy ways to help make the transition smoother for you and your little one.
Bianca Sanchez spent a year with her daughter and working from home due to the pandemic. When it was time to return to the office, she made plans for her daughter to start daycare, like 62% of children ages 5 and younger who are cared for by someone else while their parents work.
It was tough. I was really, really sad, but at the same time, I felt a sense of relief because the mom guilt was overwhelming and my performance at work was declining.
Many new parents share Bianca's feelings, which is why Consumer Reports shares some tips from parenting experts. When you begin your search for a daycare, ask local parents, friends, and acquaintances for their opinions and experiences, and even ask in your neighborhood's Facebook group. After you've identified a few options, take the time to pay them an in-person visit.
You can also ask to take a tour while the daycare is in session to ensure the environment is safe and nurturing.
This can help you avoid risky situations such as centers that don't prioritize safe sleep or that use recalled or dangerous toys. Once you've decided on the right daycare, experts recommend easing you and your baby into the new routine by visiting the daycare center with your child before their first day to help them become familiar with the caregivers. Daycares are often noisier than many homes, so prepare them for noise and new sleeping arrangements.
Child care experts recommend acclimating babies to sleeping with the sound of quiet voices all around them, or for toddlers to use a cot at home to get them used to sleeping on an unfamiliar sleep surface.
You might also be asked to bring the essential items on or before the first day.
These can include diaper wipes, diaper creams, extra clothes, bottles, and a sleep sack for your baby or a blanket for your toddler.
And don't forget a family photo. Children love to see photos of themselves and their loved ones, especially while they're away. And parents love to see a happy baby when it's time to go home. This is Luz Plasencia.
Something else to remember, it's common for kids to experience a spike in sickness after starting daycare. Discuss this new transition with your pediatrician and stay vigilant about hand washing and vaccinations. That wraps up your afternoon consumer news. As we head to break, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
This is my grandma Kim. She has a lot to say about Eric Hovde.
Mr. Fancy, California banker, said he'd absolutely cut Social Security and raise the retirement age.
Hovde suggested that most seniors shouldn't vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
In Wisconsin, we have a word for guys like him.
DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you see discoloration or damaged wood here, that can mean rotted materials here. Cheap repairs or inserts can cause bigger problems fast. You need a trusted window company to replace the window and fix the surrounding materials correctly. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for free installation and 48 months interest-free financing. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain, not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Bidenomics is working.
It's not. ABC News proved it with charts.
It was under control
on
during the
inflation,
Trump administration, well below
gas,
$3 a gallon, 35%
and housing.
jump in home prices, folks.
Even CNN admits it.
When it comes to the economy, groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Yet Harris still says,
Bidenomics is working.
no, it isn't.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Welcome back. 3 times as many Americans have atrial fibrillation, or AFib, than previously thought. That is according to UC San Francisco, which estimates the number to be about 10.5 million adults in the U.S., with patients skewing younger. AFib is a rapid, irregular heartbeat that can lead to stroke or even sudden death. Researchers emphasize the need for better prevention and treatment. Like parent, like child, you've heard that before. Scientists in Estonia found parents who use screens have children who do the same, and all the use was associated with poorer language skills in youngsters. And using screens for video games has the most negative effect on children's language skills, regardless of who was gaming, since children often develop language skills by talking with their parents. And laughter may really be the best medicine for dry eye symptoms. A clinical trial published in the BMJ looked at people with existing eye conditions and found participants in a group who performed laughter exercises experienced just about the same level of eye relief as a control group receiving eye drops. Researchers also noticed improvements in mental health scores for the laughter group. Those were some of the day's top health headlines. Taking a live look outside now from CityCam 8. Looking pretty good out there. Artisan next with a look at our forecast.
This election is about 2 very different visions for our nation. One focused on the future, and the other focused on the past. When the middle class is strong, America is strong. Lowering the cost of living will be a defining goal of my presidency. I'll lower the cost of insulin and prescription drugs for everyone, and I will work to pass the first ever federal ban on price gouging on food. More than 100 million Americans will get a tax cut. We will end America's housing shortage by building 3 million new homes and rentals that are affordable for the middle class. Together, we will build an economy where everyone can compete and have a real chance to succeed. Now is the time to chart a new way forward.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Friday the 13th, 13 hours only, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. 13 of the hottest deals, like Lay's chips and fresh ground chuck. 13 deals that are hotter than hot, including items for under $1. Save big on these 13 deals and more, in-store and online. Friday the 13th for 13 hours, only at Hy-Vee.
At River Valley Remodelers, we know that the bathroom is the most personal space in your house. That's why we don't come in with preconceived ideas or cookie-cutter installs. We'll sit down and talk with you about your needs and dreams. Whether it's a tub or shower or an entire bathroom design, we'll take the time to talk with you and get things just the way you want it. For a limited time, get a free shower door or a color upgrade with your shower purchase. So let's talk about the most personal room in your house. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Friday Night Frenzy, Friday at 10 on News 8.
Well, good afternoon to you. As we go into Friday, we're looking at conditions to be at least warm to hot, and then eventually we'll be seeing conditions adding in some cloud cover going into tomorrow as well. We're going to mostly cloudy skies, about a 30% chance of rainfall, turning down to at least a 10% chance of rainfall going into the overnight hours. In fact, then we get into next week, we're looking at the same old situation, in and out of the cloud cover, with temperatures mostly in the warm, mostly the mid 80s to maybe a low 80 from time to time. Hey, take a look at this, what I've got going on for you. We're going to move this out of the way and we're going to hold on to see how this all plays out for us. We'll go right into conditions like this. We're looking at current temperatures. We're a little under the gun right now. We were about 1 to 6 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours ago in the morning hours. We're looking at now 70s and 80s are slowly starting to pick up here. 24-hour temperature change. You can see now we're trying to turn things around. We're about 1 to 3 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago today. Let's take it back down to the south. You can see earlier this morning there was like 225,000 people plus that were without power. Alexandra just told you the latest statistics, and as we get into it, we're seeing all of this right now is a tropical depression now as Francine continues to track northward going into Memphis. By the time we get into Friday, you'll see that plume of moisture, as I've mentioned before, starting to work its way up to La Crosse. And you notice all that drier air over Omaha getting over the northern plain states there. You're going to see all this change over when an area of low pressure starts to split, and it's going to have some flow heading up to Canada, and then eventually some of that's going to break off and it's going to work its way into our area, bringing us rainfall going into Saturday. All right, so we've got the humidity coming off of Francine. You've got the drier airs trying to hold on into Texas, but you've got a little bit of rainfall getting from Houston all the way over to New Orleans. And that being said, we take it up to the north. That cooler air from you can see it from that troughing pattern went up to Canada. Some of it kind of moved over Minnesota, and as it did, it kind of brought a little cooler air in our area. So that's why we're so chilly right now, but we'll pick it up. Hot conditions expected today. There's the area of low pressure. Warm conditions coming out of the Dakotas, and then it starts to slide on over. We'll get warmer as that ridge of high pressure continues to sit right over us. And then we've got the rainfall potential popping into the future here. We'll take a look at Sky Tracker. We'll take it in here, adding some clouds as we go into it. That's all from Francine. And then eventually we'll go right into Friday, looking at 4 o'clock with temperatures around 85 degrees for us, and about, say, same for Eau Claire. Rainfall sneaks in the morning coming into Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning to about 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, it jumps up to Winona. Then it goes over to Eau Claire right around the 11 o'clock hour going into the 1:30 hour. And then that continues out. We've stopped the rainfall for then. And then we get back into some breezy and gusty winds. That'll happen today. It'll happen tomorrow as well. And eventually we'll get into some breezy winds along the surface as well, other than the gusts. That being said, we're looking at least 83 to about 88 degrees today. And we'll take it into how this will all play out for you as you go right into tomorrow. We'll drop it down a couple of degrees, taking us back down to the warm. I promised Alexander we'd take down some of these temperatures for you. And then eventually we get into Saturday, we're looking at temperatures dropping down again to 83 degrees with a little shower activity. It's only about a 30% chance, 20% chance on Sunday, and we'll go into Monday, do the same old thing.
All right, you're turning it down pretty slowly, Art, but you're working on it. I appreciate that.
No worries. I do what I can.
Art. Coming up, history is made in space this morning. We'll take you inside the first spacewalk made by private astronauts when we come back.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Democrats say everything's great, but when you're on a fixed income struggling to pay for gas, groceries, or medicine, it doesn't feel great.
Biden-Harris created this mess.
And Tammy Baldwin's been right there with them.
25 years in Washington. What's she done?
Raised taxes.
Added trillions in new debt.
And gave stimulus checks to illegals.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
I'd like a stimulus check.
I'd like you to take out the trash.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Make cleanups quick and easy with big savings on Libman products. Great on many surfaces, the Wonder Mop is tough on stubborn dirt and messes and is just $7.99 after rebate. Brighten up your spaces with an 11% rebate on all GT light bulbs. This light bulb is 7 times brighter than a standard bulb and features adjustable light panels. Get this 3-panel bulb for just $7.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Looking to unlock the door to your dream home? Look no further. Stop dreaming and start living when you apply for a home loan with Ultra. With our competitive rates, local servicing, and an expert team, we can help turn your dreams into a reality. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, applying is easy and hassle-free. Get started online or visit your local Ultra office, where your dream home awaits. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
Bidenomics is working.
It's not. ABC News proved it with charts.
It was under control
on
during the
inflation,
Trump administration, well below
gas,
$3 a gallon, 35%
and housing.
jump in home prices, folks.
Even CNN admits it.
When it comes to the economy, groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Yet Harris still says,
Bidenomics is working.
no, it isn't.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Where's the best place for local, fresh quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef, $5.69 per pound, or 85% lean for $5.49 per pound. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
News 8 Now this morning. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
For the first time in history, 2 private astronauts carried out a spacewalk. Billionaire entrepreneur Jared Isaacman, who is the commander of the Polaris Dawn mission, floated outside the SpaceX capsule early this morning. You see him here, more than 400 miles above Earth. He was followed by mission specialist Sarah Gillis. Their goal is to test new SpaceX-designed spacesuits. The company expects to need hundreds, if not thousands, of affordable, easy-to-manufacture suits as part of its plan to send people to the moon and eventually Mars.
So what they did today was put those new spacesuits through their paces. They tested the motion, the mobility of the joints, how easy or difficult it was to move. And the engineers, of course, will take that information and plug that back into the continued development. So all in all, a great first step for SpaceX. Very impressive.
The Polaris Dawn mission is scheduled to splash down this weekend. Stay with us. We'll have one more check of your forecast when we return.
I'm not old enough to vote yet, but I learned how 1 out of 6 of us will someday be raped.
So please, think about me when you vote. I learned how our freedom to have an abortion was taken away.
Even in cases of rape or incest.
Even to travel to get an abortion.
You know who got rid of Roe v. Wade. When you vote, please think about me.
Because the politician who got rid of Roe v. Wade,
He couldn't care less.
It just keeps getting worse.
These are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
Cracking drywall is just one sign your foundation is compromised, but you can Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. And now receive no interest on any repairs if paid in full in 24 months. Call or go online today.
Leave the gate open, and it's chaos. Biden and Kamala opened America's gate, abandoned the Border Patrol. In came over 8 million unvetted illegals, and a fentanyl crisis endangering families.
Let's go. I'm Derek Van Orden, and after spending 26 years as a Navy SEAL, I'll do anything to protect your grandchildren and mine. I know how to defend this country. So let's secure the border and save America. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Friday Night Frenzy, Friday at 10 on News 8.
Very comfortable conditions in Eau Claire today. Temperatures in the low to middle 80s possible. How about La Crosse? Looks like we may warm up like we've been talking about with the extra sunshine. We'll take it into Saturday with a little shower activity. We'll do the same for Sunday going into Monday. Temperatures hold on to the warm for the next several days, my friend.
Yeah, keeping the summer clothes out a little longer.
I know, right?
Thank you, Art, and thank you for joining us. We will see you back here tonight. Until then, have a great day.